Grandpa? Grandpa, the story of Prophet Ayub, it made me think. What happens when a prophet makes a mistake?
Ah, little Layla, you have asked a question that touches the very heart of mercy. The story of Ayub was a test from the outside, but the story I will tell you tonight, it is a story of a test from within. A story of a good man who ran away.
A prophet ran away.
He did. His name was Yunus, and he was sent to a great city, a place of towering stone and proud hearts, the city of Nineveh. His task was immense, to call its people away from their wicked ways and back to the path of God.
Did they listen?
They did not. Day after day he called them, and day after day they mocked him, their hearts harder than the stone they built with. Frustration grew in Yunus's heart like a thorned vine. It was not anger at them, but a deep, weary disappointment. And in a moment of human despair, he decided to leave, to abandon his mission without God's command.
He just left.
He made his way to the coast, to a bustling port where a great wooden ship was ready to sail. He hoped to find solace on the open sea, to outrun the burden he carried. But my child, you can never outrun the one who is in every place. No sooner had the ship reached the deep, open waters than the sky turned the color of a bruise. The wind began to howl like 1,000 lost souls. A storm descended upon them, a fury so great the sailors, men who had spent their lives on the sea, trembled with fear. The great ship was tossed like a toy in a child's bath. The captain, a weathered man with a face like old leather, cried out, "The sea does not rage like this without reason. The weight of a sinner must be upon this ship. We must cast lots to see who is the cause."
Cast lots?
A way of letting destiny decide. They drew stones, or sticks, and the choice fell again and again upon Yunus. He stood there, the righteous prophet, revealed as the one who had brought this calamity.
What did they do to him?
With great fear and reverence, they knew what had to be done. Yunus knew it too. He had run, and this was the consequence. He told them to throw him into the raging sea, and so, with a prayer on their lips, they lifted him and cast him overboard. The icy water swallowed him. The waves pulled him down into the dark, crushing depths. He thought it was his end. But God, in his infinite wisdom, had other plans. He commanded a great creature of the deep, a leviathan of the abyss, a whale larger than any mountain, to swim to Yunus. And in an act of ultimate obedience, the great whale opened its mouth and gently swallowed Yunus whole, saving him from drowning, yet trapping him in a prison of flesh and darkness. For 3 days and 3 nights, he lay in the belly of the beast. It was not a place of bones and decay, but a vast, dark cavern. The air was thick. The only light was a faint, ghostly bioluminescence from the strange jellies that shared the whale's stomach, pulsing with a soft, ethereal glow. The only sound was the deep, rhythmic song of the whale and the distant groaning of the ocean depths. It was in that absolute darkness, surrounded by the most strange and wondrous of God's creations, that Yunus truly saw himself. Stripped of everything, his pride, his frustration, his very freedom, all he had left was his faith. And from the depths of that darkness, a prayer rose. A prayer not of a prophet to his God, but of a remorseful servant to his most merciful Lord. He cried out, his voice echoing in the chamber of the whale. La ilaha illa anta. Subhanaka. Inni kuntu minaz zalimin. None has the right to be worshipped but you. Glorified are you. Truly, I have been of the wrongdoers. That sincere cry of the heart was heard. The God of the seas and the whales and the jellies and the human soul. He heard it. And he commanded the whale to swim to the shore and release Yunus onto the dry land, weak but whole. But the miracles were not over. As he lay on the shore, parched and exhausted, God caused a giant gourd vine to grow over him in a single night, its broad leaves providing shade and its fruit nourishing him back to health.
And what about the people of Nineveh?
This is the greatest mercy of all. After Yunus left, a strange feeling fell upon the people of that great city, a feeling of regret, a change of heart. Without their prophet there to guide them, they found guidance within themselves. They turned back to God, and He, in His boundless compassion, forgave them all.
So, his running away didn't ruin everything?
It did not, because the story of Yunus is not about the running. It is about the returning. It is a promise that no matter how far you stray, no matter how deep and dark the place you find yourself in, whether it is the belly of a whale or the belly of your own despair, the door to forgiveness is always open. You need only to knock with a sincere heart. Remember this, my child. The whale was not a punishment. It was a sanctuary, a dark, quiet place where a soul could find its way back to the light.
I will, Grandpa. I will remember the boy who spoke to whales.